Chances are you've used these things to count at some point, but what if we've been doing it wrong the whole time? I'm Devin, and today we're going to talk about different ways to count using your fingers. I used to teach 6th grade, and a big part of 6th grade was learning about ancient Mesopotamia, the land between the Tigris and the Euphrates in modern-day Iraq. It was known for a lot of fertile ground, developments in agriculture, but also developments in mathematics. Now, in particular, they developed a writing system called cuneiform. And as part of cuneiform, researchers and historians have seen that they have different ways of representing numbers. And one of the things that they noticed was that their system of counting was not structured around tens like us, but 60s. And so for a long time, it took people a while to figure out how that was the case until they looked a little bit closer. Now, when you learn to count, or when you do calculations in your head and you want to have a reference, chances are you're used to going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And you can get up to 10. Anything above that, you may have to start taking off your shoes to use your toes to count. But in ancient Mesopotamia, and in particular Babylon, they realized you can count to 60 on your hands, as long as you don't just use the fingers, but you use the finger segments. So, instead of going 1, 2, 3, what if we counted the segments using your thumb? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's one set of 12. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Using this system, you can use that other free hand to count by 12s up to 60. Now, that in and of itself is fairly interesting. However, when we think about the ways that we measure things in the real world today, you notice that 12s and multiples of 12 show up quite a bit. For example, if we have 1 foot, interestingly enough, that gets broken up into 12 inches. Now, why might be the case? An adult finger will measure out with each of those finger segments being about 1 inch. And so the 12 inches comes from the total that you could count off using the 4 fingers that you have. If you look at a clock, you'll notice that there are 12 hours in a half a day. Now, interestingly enough, Mesopotamia is located near the equator. So the time of day is about 12 hours of daylight, just as there would be 12 hours of nighttime. So because 12 was their reference point, they used 12 to split the day up into even parts, 1 hour. So that's why there's 24 hours in a day. As we go around the sun, the Earth will take approximately 360 days, about 365 if we're being accurate, to take 1 complete turn around the sun. And if you look at how that divides out, 360 is divisible by 60. So they were able to partition the seasons around groups of 60s. So if you look at how measurements occur throughout our world, 12 keeps coming up. And I don't think you'll ever look at your fingers the same way again.